Mr. Kilpatrick, are you in the building? Yeah, probably. That ferry got him. All right. Again, I want to introduce myself, Sarah Hatfield, CT Director. Again, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate our programs, our teachers, and your students. And for those advisory members here, we really appreciate you sticking it out with us for this long night tonight. Again, I want to start out with just thanking all the family and friends that are here tonight to celebrate your students. It means a lot, and they have put a lot of work in and done some amazing things over their time in our career and tech ed programs, so we appreciate that. I want to give a super special thank you to my admin team here tonight. Mr. Kilpatrick is in the building, just saw him come on in. So our Assistant Director, Greg Kilpatrick, Julie Castor, our CTE bookkeeper, and Susie Nass, our career counselor, Nicole Millett, who is our career counselor coordinator, and Miss Heidi Dusek, who is our CT administrative assistant. Everything you see here tonight, everything that happens, they do the work, they put in the time, they plan it, they make it look great. I appreciate you guys so much, so thank you for everything that you do. Also, to our teachers, a special thank you. I know we have a couple long nights here in this week and last week and the weeks coming up, so thank you for taking the time to celebrate your students. Tonight is not just celebrating your students, though. It's celebrating the hard work and time that you put in to your programs to make sure that the students can succeed to the level that they're at. The amount of hours that these CT teachers put in is unbelievable. So I thank you for everything that you do. It goes from overnights to kids to across the country to just endless things and supporting them through life and their education. So thank you to the teachers tonight. Again, to the parents tonight and the families that are here to support and friends, your students wouldn't be here without you. It takes everybody to put in that time to make these young people ready to take on the world and lead us to a good, healthy life. I'm looking forward to it. I feel blessed to be able to see the work that they've done, and I feel confident in our future. So thank you, families. We're going to go ahead. I'll finish up some welcomes and introductions, but first we'll stand and rise for the colors. We have our colors that are going to be presented tonight by Cadet Commander Helena Rose Nuki, and Cadet Lieutenant Commander Wyatt Jean, Cadet Lieutenant Zoe Collins, and Cadet Master Chief whoops, I can't read my handwriting, sorry. Ina Sitjar. So thank you. Please stand for the colors to be presented by ROTC.
Halt! Order! Colors! Ready! Right! Left! Face! Carry! Colors! Ready! Right! Present! Colors!
I pledge allegiance Thank you. You can be seated. All right, a few other thank yous also to the cadets that volunteered tonight to help make sure that we got everything where it needed to be, that people knew where they were coming when they were coming into the doors. We appreciate our ROTC program and the cadets for volunteering tonight. Again, our FAXI program with Stevie Rourke and our professional culinary students again for preparing our dinner tonight. Was it good? Yeah, I mean, I can't hear you guys that well up here. Was it good? It was good. All right. Okay, thank you. So I appreciate them a lot for doing that. It's a lot of time, and they'll be here. I think they're doing pretty good on the dishes, though, right now. So thank you. Matthew Swagger and Greg Pickford for your program for recording tonight for our WTV. Appreciate that. Thank you. Our photographer that will be supporting us this evening, Reese Chalk, thank you for being here tonight for our photography yearbook program. Appreciate that. And if you did not know, these beautiful baskets that are up here are from our plant sale, which usually happens about the first week of May every year from Miss Carter and her horticulture program. They also did all of the flower arrangements for the table. So awesome job. Thank you for those. They were beautiful. Also, the planters are sitting on these beautiful tables. Thank you, Mr. Wynn, and your construction class for making us tables for the flowers at the podium. And I just want to thank you to some of our dignitaries that are here tonight. So starting with kind of school administration, Dr. Tom Edwards, our assistant superintendent. Thank you, Mr. Edwards, for being here this evening. Superintendent Tim Winter, thank you for being here, sir. And our executive director of teaching and learning, Ms. Lisa Fundane, thank you for being here as well. And she said not to say thank you, but Amy Miller, our communications, thank you for being here tonight also. Appreciate you. And we're blessed to have our 4 members of our school board here tonight, which is a big deal. So we appreciate your support throughout the year, as well as being here tonight to celebrate our students. Mr. Brian Pickard, Jay Villers, Kate Espy, and Megan Higgins. Thank you all for being here tonight. I also want to say thank you to Commissioner Charlotte Garrido for being here with us this evening. Thank you for coming out. And Jennifer Goots, our 12th grade counselor. Appreciate you. And I will tell you, Mr. Goodwin, our principal who tremendously supports our programs, has sent no less than 20 texts apologizing for this evening. He really is going to be watching it when he can, but appreciate him, and he sends his well wishes to everyone and is sorry that he is not here, but he is devastated by it. So appreciate him a lot. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. What's going to happen is I'm going to announce the teacher in the program. They're going to go ahead and come up here with your student. You're going to introduce your student. They're going to talk for a minute or less about their student, and you'll see some stuff up here on the board. They'll get their award. They'll take their picture. After we're all done tonight, you'll have the opportunity to take a picture with your student if you would like. In front of that, you'll get a chance again to see the great work that they've done out there. So again, this is kind of the final thing that we get to celebrate this year, and we're excited, and I think you'll be excited too when you see all the great stuff that these students have done. So we'll go ahead and get started. Mr. Kilpatrick. All right, I need some, yeah, okay. Good. Okay, so we're going to start with Cedar Heights Middle School and Miss Ashley Myers.
I am battling losing my voice, so bear with me. So I have Evan Michael with me. Evan is a student that I did not have the pleasure of teaching in science or math class. However, for the last year, I had the honor to be his TSA advisor and XO of Sea Cadets. This was our first year going to state, and with his leadership and knowledge, we knocked VEX IQ teams off the top 12, and his team placed in the top 5. These are schools that for decades were always on top, but his willingness to adapt and learn is just one of the many reasons he's getting this award. We learned side by side about these new robots. As I'm not a robotics teacher, I'm just a science teacher. He spent months giving up both lunch and after school time to help his team and other TSA members. He was a leader in his group and even the other competing events that we had. Evan has a very bright future with engineering, coding, and robotics. Before I close, I'd like to read what his two science teachers, Miss Engel and Miss Lee, think about him. Evan enjoys science and helping others learn as well. He's always willing to work with anyone. He has a wealth of knowledge about many topics and is always filling his extra time working on his own projects as well. Lastly, you are what every teacher hopes in their classroom, a student that wants to be a lifelong learner, that leads with grace. Congratulations, Evan, and thank you to his parents for raising such an amazing young man. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice job. Everybody saw how that was done? We're ready? Okay. So up next, we have John Sedgwick Middle School with Mr. Lance and Mr. Durham to present. It's not going to work for me. Just hold it.
We have two students, Natalie Braun and Sylvie Phillips, and I asked permission to get two because they're working on a project at the school together, and both these students I've had the pleasure to teach the last 3 years, and they have super high character, amazing kids, good role models, great leaders, and always doing their best, asking questions and striving just to do whatever they can. And so last semester, Ken Durham came in and he, for track, he wants podiums, smaller than this one, but there's one out there built for the different events. And well, he did some recruiting and he recruited these two. And so they're in Advanced Woods this year. And so they've been working, they've made 7 of them for the different events. And so thank you.
We're just excited that the kids had an opportunity to build something that's practical and that will help us there at school as we move in. Most of you know that we're just getting a track, and so we don't have a lot of the supplies that an established building would have. But it's been exciting to work with the girls. They came, met with me, we drew up some rough plans, drew up the design, and then worked through the building process on it. So we're excited. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Up next, from Marcus Whitman, we have Chasey Garcia and Matt Davis to present their students.
So Chasey and I are here to recognize Brian Koloniski. Got that right? Okay. So just wrote down a few things here. I've been fortunate enough to have Brian in Woods this year. Brian has also been in Mrs. Garcia's robotics class, as well as in the CTE sciences of Mrs. Bates. In my woodshop class, it quickly became apparent that Brian is self-motivated. He would like to take on things and go with challenges and run with it, sometimes getting a little ahead, maybe making a few mistakes, but more than willing to correct those mistakes or just kind of work with what he's got. Brian is not afraid to try new things and is willing to learn from the mistakes that happen. His persistence and self-motivation allowed him to go above and beyond on projects with classes, working with others. Brian has a desire to work hard and complete a task that's given to him, no matter what the task is, even if he didn't choose it. His persistent when working, willing to put the extra time in when needed. Brian possesses many skills and traits that will make him successful in areas in both CTE and beyond. Congratulations, Brian, on a well-deserved honor.
All right, thank you. Up next, Robin Cryer with Discovery Alternative High School. Come on up.
Hello, I am Robin from Discovery, and my student of the year is Samantha Galvez. She is, come over here so everybody can see you. I'm just a little bossy. Okay, Sammy was my choice early on when they said I got to choose a student of the year from Discovery. Partly because she is a leader in the kitchen, she is a leader in the classroom. I am a new teacher this year, and watching her gave me the option to be able to go, oh, maybe I should teach my students that. I need to tell them something about what she's doing. So she's really helped me learn, and she is going forward. She's got some scholarships as a graduating senior, and she's very proud to have Sammy represent Discovery from CTE.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Samantha Galvez. I'm really thankful for my teacher, Robin, for selecting me as Student of the Year. And, okay. Huh? We're proud of you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. A bumpy start. I forgot one of the most important parts. So I'm going to prep the rest of you. I want the student grade level. What's your next step moving forward? And so be prepared for that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Okay, so now on to South Kitsap High School programs with Culinary Arts, Stevie Rourke.
All right, I'm Stevie Rourke, and I'm one of the culinary teachers, but I just want to say that there's 7 people in the Family and Consumer Science Department, and we all collectively decided that we'd like to give Sade this award. Sade earned this award because she's taken beginning culinary, ProStart 1 and 2, and is currently a peer tutor in my class and a TA in Mr. Poppy's class. She also represented our school in a culinary competition for FCCLA, and she earned bronze last year, and then she earned silver this year. Yeah. Another reason why she got this award is because she brings a lot of personality and a positive presence to SK Culinary. She is, and everyone who knows and sees her down there, she's like very much a part of my day-to-day support system, and I consider her like a real teammate to me down there. She was chosen for this because she's super dedicated, and food is a real priority and flavor is a real priority. She's good at what I would call freestyling, which is like when I want them to follow a recipe and then she does not. So she's pretty good at that, with the exception of that fried rice that you did that one time. So yeah, she just really cares. She's really hospitable. She's joyful to be around. She makes me laugh literally every single day. It's just the best. So I'm just gonna miss her so much. She brings a lot of joy to me and everyone down in the Family and Consumer Science Department. So I just want to say congratulations, and we love you, and I'm really gonna miss you.
All right. And Sade, don't forget your stuff here, okay? Sade wants off the hook for saying something, which I will let her, because she showed up to every event they've had, I think, 5 or 6 in the last 2 weeks, and she's like, do I have to do this one? And I said, unless you want a veto, you gotta show up, and she has been there every time, so thank you for the work that you're putting in there. Appreciate you. All right, Mr. Hyatt and Mr. Spalding will come on up for athletic medicine.
All right. My student is Cora. She came to us last year from Montana, and the first time she came into class, it was, hey, are you a cat or a grizz? And she made the right answer, which is cat. So yeah, I knew that she was going to be one of our better students. But she fit right in. She came in about halfway through and fit right into our group. She jumped right into our AthMed team that went to state competition. Was one of the leaders, helped guide a lot of our younger students. And even this year, she was really a motivator to get people going, and has been, and was really a leader this year in our extended learning. And so it's been a great pleasure having her in class, and it's going to be just like with all the other students that are leaving, it's going to be hard to fill her shoes.
Oh, so I am a senior, so I'm leaving very soon, unfortunately. But my next steps will be going to CWU to pursue exercise science, and then eventually after that, I look to pursue kinesiology to go full athletic training and eventually be in the professional leagues athletic training for the pros. So yeah, that is what I'm doing in my future.
All right, up next we have video production with Mr. Greg Pickard.
All right, so I'm here to present Owen with our Student of the Year Award. Owen has had a hand in just about every major video production memory I can think of this year, whether it is being in front of the camera, so that's top right, whether figuring out camera 3, which is our sideline cam down below. I can't say it enough, like when Swagger and I in the video program are running around like chickens with head cut off some days, and we're like, we need this thing done right now. We look over at Owen and go, can you get it done? Can you do it? And so it's very clear. It's been an awesome experience having in the program. I think you've mastered everything from on-camera work to behind the scenes. He's done a ton of directing work and leading other kids. You're our executive editor, so he gets to see just about every project and evaluate his peers before those come in for final grades. And so I just can't thank you enough for your time in the video program and how much you've helped not just the program itself, but other peers be successful in that program too. So thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Owen. With Pickard and Swagger being one of my favorite teachers, these last 4 years really has shaped what I want to do after college. Really eye-opening, or after high school, going into college. So this coming fall, I'm going to be attending University of Idaho to study film and broadcasting and get a minor in media marketing. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Up next, NJRTC with Commander Kevin Bedell.
Thank you. All right, this is our Cadet Commander, Sidney Keenis. I got a little note here from Admiral Craig Mattingly. He's the commander of Naval Service Training Command. We were one of the few units that was selected for him to visit. So when an admiral comes to visit, it's a big deal. In my 19 years of teaching JROTC, it was only the third time that we've had an admiral visit, and 2 of those were here at South Kitsap. And that's for a reason, because we have great leadership at the top. So he said, "Thank you for hosting an impactful visit to South Kitsap High School. The passion, dedication, and professionalism on display was remarkable. Remember to care for those in your life, be the difference, and strive to be the most competent in your job. Today at high school, you are a student. Which student are you? Be better today than yesterday." And that part about dedication, professionalism, and display, I can't echo it enough. This young lady has been asked to step out of her comfort zone in many different roles as the CO of the unit. She's representing all 120 to 150 cadets, and she has done an absolute remarkable job. Can't be more proud of her. I'll let her tell you what she's going to be doing moving on. We're really gonna miss her. I know when we, myself and Senior Chief, picked her out of the many cadets that are vying for this position, it was an easy choice. And it's a rare year that it's an easy choice, because we said hands down she can get the job done. And I just want to thank her for her service to the unit. I know the unit thanks her, and we wish her the absolute very best as she moves forward after high school.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm Sidney Keenis. After high school, after I graduate, I'm going to be working at Kitsap County, being a stormwater laborer. And yeah.
Nice job. Here you go, Sidney. Ooh. You hear that, Charlotte? We got one. All right. Great. Up next, we have Mr. David Watson for our automotive program. Oh. They need a hand.
Pulled Biden there. My student of the year is Jenna Horton, 12th grader. I've had her for 2 years. She's currently my teacher's assistant. She is a heck of a leader in the class and in the shop. She's helped all kinds of students put their engines together and do other projects. She was a great help for the car show we just had this spring. And I've heard she's got a pretty bright future ahead of her in diesel automotive or diesel marine. I'll let her tell you about it.
Thank you, Mr. Watson. My name's Jenna Horton. I will be attending Wyotech in October for diesel and advanced diesel, and then after I graduate, I plan on going to the Washington State Ferries as an oiler.
Greg's thanking her as a Vashon resident, and I said we'll be in touch. It took me 3 years to find someone to repair my boat, so it is a much-needed field. So awesome. We'll be in touch. All right, thank you. Up next here we have Trish Tierney with Information Technology.
Hi everyone, I'm Trish Tierney, and I am here to talk about Samantha Williams, or Sam as everyone calls her. I actually met Sam on my very first day as a CTE teacher. She was in my 3D modeling and animation class, and I had no idea how much she was going to end up meaning to me. This is why I had to write this down, because I knew otherwise I'd just get up here and tell you how awesome she is. She's literally the type of student that teachers dream about having. She's curious, she works really hard, she's 9th in the graduating class. I know, right? She cares about the quality that she turns in, and she's still personable and hilarious. So since then, she's helped me develop new projects for my classes, helped me develop curriculum for the new advanced 3D modeling and animation course that we added, was my very first president of my CTSO, 3D WIT, and has been the president ever since. I've literally never had this club without her. She's been a peer tutor, she's been my TA, she's taken Microsoft Office and got 2 certifications, she's on my advisory committee, she's volunteered tons of hours. I'm sure most teachers in this room right now recognize Sam because she's also taken a class in almost every single CTE pathway, and that they're not surprised that she's up here as one of our students of the year. So I'm so thankful for everything that you've done for my program. I'm not gonna cry. And I'm excited to see you go out in the world and make us all proud. So tell me what you're gonna do next.
Hello everyone, I am Sam. I am also a graduating senior who is racing the clock. After high school, I am planning to go to Olympic Community College and complete a Washington State University course in mechanical engineering and go full career.
All right, thank you. Up next, we have Mr. Merle Williamson with our computer-aided drafting, robotics, drones, a man of all trades.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce Justin Sievers to you. He is outstanding in all of those particular aspects that I teach. He's been very busy the last 3 years. He's completed every course that I offer, and I was really fortunate to be able to select him as Student of the Year because he too is involved in so many different programs along the way. Gaming design, woods construction, controls tech, advanced woods. He's everywhere, the same as Sam as well. We're all well aware of her abilities too. Robotics, aerial drones, he's excelling quite well in those classes. The aerial drones class, he actually operates kind of like a teacher's assistant for me. If I have a new project that I'd like to kind of spearhead through, I give it to him and let him try it out first, see that it makes sense. Engineering CAD and architectural CAD, right now he's finishing up the architectural, and he's completed all that in his 10th, 11th, and 12th years. So I've seen him literally every day for at least the last 2 years, maybe 3 years now. So I definitely appreciate everything that he's offered me, and I hope I've given him something in return as well.
Hi, I'm Justin, and, well, I'm graduating this year, and it's been a fun ride. I think I'm gonna miss this place. I really do have to thank you, Will, for showing me what I wanted to do. I mean, I'm going on to PSNS because of your classes, because I got the opportunity here to see what I enjoyed. It's just one day I got to play in the back room, and I found what I wanted to do. I found my passion, and thank you.
You're gonna do what with him?
Be a machinist.
All right, and he's going to be a machinist, and the back room he's referring to is our makerspace room with some of our 3D equipment back there, the forklift simulator, and all those great things. So, and in his back of the shop there, he has a workshop where they build their materials. So awesome, and thank you for that. Up next, we have our agricultural program, Michelle Carter, Haley Cook, Nick Grimm, to introduce their student.
All right, good evening. What a pleasure it is tonight to introduce our Agriculture Student of the Year. This is Aster Kansky, a senior. What else can I say about Aster except they are the student that every teacher wants to have. When we sit in our meetings and we talk about 21st century skills, student buy-in, involvement, Aster just checks off all the boxes. When you think about commitment, ambition, integrity, leadership, yes, she does. Aster checks off all of those boxes. And I think with the exception of maybe 2 classes, Aster's taken everything that the agricultural department has to offer. She came here to the school 2 years ago, so she's only been here with us as a junior and a senior. But it only took a couple weeks for Aster to dig in and hit the ground running. And being only in her 2nd year of FFA membership and becoming the chapter president, we could not be more proud of her. For me, it's a bittersweet moment because it's hard to imagine an FFA chapter without Aster. I started working here 2 years ago, the same year that Aster became a student, and so we've kind of grown into, I'm not gonna cry, you're not gonna cry, look at me. We've kind of grown into this program together, and so it's a huge privilege for me to hear what Aster wants to do after leaving our program. Why don't you, let's set it off here.
I'm a senior, and after this, I'm going to be going to WSU and studying agricultural education and following in the footsteps of some of my greatest mentors.
Appreciate that. So Aster, that's awesome to see her go into ag education and to go Cougs, and I consider her a 3rd generation agriculture person. Haley was my student, became an ag teacher, and now Haley's got one of her own. So awesome, glad to see that tradition carrying on. Up next, we have Miss Laura Lockhart with our photography program.
Hi there. I'm here to talk about Robert Zdeno. He is at his select baseball game. I cannot see anything, so sorry if I look dazed. Robert, everyone calls him Bobby, and everyone loves Bobby. I had numerous people, the students that are here say, oh, where's Bobby? So please take some time to look at his portfolio that is out there. He also has been he's in marketing, he's in, I don't think he ever made it to WTV or the video production, but he's been in every CTE class, and he's just so enthusiastic about everything. He, every weekend is out doing hikes and taking photos of his teams. So he is just a super person and student. So look at his portfolio.
Thank you, Laura. The light is a challenge up here for sure. And also, his photo skills will pay him well. He's looking to go into real estate. All right, Miss Fighter with our marketing program, come on down.
Hello. It is shockingly bright. Well, I have the great pleasure of announcing Reese Wilson as the Marketing Student of the Year. If you have had the pleasure of having Reese in class, you know how wonderful she is. And I have a whole speech written here, but yesterday in store I said to the other marketing kids, what's your favorite thing about Reese? And they said, she's a wonderful leader, she made us a better DECA member, she made us a better dance team member. She's just so wonderful. And I thought I wasn't going to cry, but here I am. Reese's success in DECA is endless. She qualified for DECA Internationals as a sophomore, and she just didn't qualify. She was a subcategory winner. She double qualified as a junior. She gold certified our student store at the national level. She attended this year as a academy person. She co-chaired our community service project and raised money for Atlas Free to fight human trafficking. She was our South Kitsap DECA president for the last 2 years. She is just truly an amazing student. And as she has been our DECA president, the best thing about her is the time she has spent mentoring the other DECA members. She really is truly a student leader. And I will miss her so much, and I will miss her kind heart and how she gives to everybody else around her. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Fighter, for the kind words. I'm so thankful for all of the classes and programs at South. So thankful for South Kitsap as a school, but I am so specifically thankful for marketing and DECA. It's taught me so much about professionalism and how to just become a better student and a better person, but it's also taught me what I want to do after high school. So I will be going to Baylor University in Texas and studying hospitality or business to pursue hospitality and tourism. So thank you.
All right. Up next for our wood technology program, Mr. Jeff Wynn.
All right. So, get out here, buddy. Tonight, I get to introduce you all to Cade Matthews. Cade Matthews I've had for 3 years. Cade is one of those young men who, the first time I saw him, I'm thinking, man, I hope he leaves with all his fingers, you know? And I say that in jest, but there were a few times I was wondering, you know? But he only got better. One thing about him, he was never afraid to try something. And sometimes he would do things that he shouldn't, but then we talk about it, and then, he learned how to do it the right way. He's not afraid to take a chance, try new things. That boat you guys see out there with the exhibits, that's Cade's pride and joy. If he could work on it every period, he would. I have to slow him down a little bit because, you got to let the epoxy dry. I'm just really excited. I'm really thankful that I've got to hang out with him. I have gotten to hang out with him the last 3 years. He's a great young man. I'm excited for his future, and I'll let him share with you what he's going to do.
Hi, I'm Cade Matthews. I'm a senior. I'm graduating this year. For my future, I have a plan. I'm going to be serving a 2-year mission for my church, and after that, I plan on going to the shipyard and learning how to do underwater welding.
Nice job, Cade. Thank you so much. There you go. All right, thank you. Up next, we have Ms. Beth Cordy with our ASL program. And Ms. Pam Bond, oh, there you are. All right.
Hi, everyone. So this is Kaylin Surgent. So I picked her to be the student of the year because she was involved in a dance team here at the school, and they ended up going to state over in Yakima and at the Sun Dome. And there was over 1,000 people there that went and watched her. So right when they were opening up, she decided that she would sign the national anthem. So she got up there in front of over 1,000 people and was just so brave to sign in front of everybody. He did a fantastic job. So another thing that I would like to mention, so there was an ASL competition that we went to. And she has great teamwork and always has a positive attitude. A lot of her teammates were getting kind of nervous about things, but they ended up getting 3rd place for their ABC ASL stories. So you did a fantastic job. I think she really deserves this, to be Student of the Year, because she shows her positivity in everything she does, and her signing skills are fantastic. Do you want to share what you're going to be doing next?
Okay, so I'm Kaylin. I'm only a junior, and when I graduate, I would like to go start at OC and do their early childhood education program, as well as majoring in interpreting and get my degree in that, and to use those both in a job field that, yeah.
Freshly worn. There we go. All right. Thank you. Up next, we have Family Consumer Science with Hannah Oliver.
Okay. If you've had Claire in class, you might know her as a quiet leader. She's kind, she's hardworking, she's very organized. I have had the honor of knowing Claire her entire high school career, starting out online in freshman health class to now 12 classes together later. That's 12 I've had her in. I have truly been able to see Claire grow into the student and the leader that she is today. Not only does she excel in our classes, but she really goes above and beyond for our department as a whole. So Stevie, earlier when she was introducing our culinary student of the year, she said, we have 7 people in our department. We do decide as a department. So same goes for Claire. All 7 of us voted. We all agreed that Claire was the right choice for our student of the year. She is currently one of my TAs, and she goes above and beyond, from staying after school on Fridays to helping me pass out our robot babies, to also actually taking robot babies home weekend after weekend after weekend to test them out for us. So through taking so many in our classes in our department, she has actually decided that she wants to become a family and consumer science teacher as well. I know that she is going to be an amazing teacher one day, and I am so happy and honored to be a part of her journey.
I am a senior, and I'm going to Northern Arizona University in the fall, and I hope to be a family and consumer science teacher.
All right, thank you. Up next, we have Applied Math, Miss Jen Bressard.
All right, I'm here to give the Student of the Year Award for Applied Maths to Charlotte. Charlotte has grown a lot over the years that we've been involved. This year she came out of her shell a little bit. She is our president of our CTSO for Woodshed. She can build a lot of things. In fact, just last week she built a nice three-level shelf. Her ability to kind of see things and mold things into the shapes and the items she wants. She's learned all the measurements. She's just really come out of her shell over the last few years. I would like to say I took some liberty in that last year when she had me in financial math, because I'm a little strange as a teacher. But I think overall she's just kind of stood out to us this year as the student that really deserved this award. So.
I'm Charlotte Poworski. I'm a 12th grader, and my plans for after high school, I've actually gotten into a college, Bates Technical College, and then I'm planning on getting into a more carpentry-leveled career.
Right, thank you. Up next, we have our Exploring Trades, Ms. Paula Rasa.
Ooh, that light is bright. Ooh. I'm here to introduce Jack McCartia. This is my first year doing this class, and he has really stepped up this year as far as leading other students in the class, sharing things he knew, taking time to learn new things, and really helped shape the way the class is going to go next year. I've appreciated all of your input and your honesty. My kids have all been really honest with me, which is helpful in letting me know what we need to do for next year. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate all of your effort and your hard work and learning everything you could learn. You're going to do great things, and I'm looking forward to seeing where you end up going. And Jack has good news, so I'll let him share that.
So I'm a senior, and I have plans to work at Bangor Naval Base in September. So.
All right, Jack was one of 5 students that were signed with Bangor Base last week, not this week. And it's awesome to see that. We had them accepted into shops there right out of high school. They're starting at $24 an hour, can be up to $40 in 3 years. And you should have seen their faces when they got told they're getting a $2,000 signing bonus on their first check. So it was awesome, and nice work, Jack. The trick for them is to not to already spend it. All right, up next here we have Teresa Myers with our graphic design and yearbook program.
Good evening. I'm Teresa Myers, and I teach both graphic design and yearbook here at South Kitsap High School. And I have with me Ethan, who is my student of the year for graphic design. I got the pleasure of getting to meet Ethan actually as his ELA teacher his sophomore year, where pretty much when we came back from COVID, all I got to see was this much of him. So it was kind of a surprise to actually see the rest of his face later on when he was in some of my other classes, including beginning graphics, advanced graphics, and graphic technology. And Ethan is one of those rare students who, like, anything he wants to do, he can do it. And he's been in a number of our CTE classes, everything from automotive to wood shop, you name it, Ethan's done it. The CAD lab, he's been all over the place. So he has a very bright future ahead of him, and I'm gonna let him tell you what it is.
Another one of those 1 of 5 students that got signed by Bangor. I will be a ship fitter for 11 Alpha. Big old steel plates, structural, it'll be super fun. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity.
And I can't wait to see the metal art that can come out of that too afterwards. So good combination there. And yearbook, sorry, Teresa's up next with our yearbook student.
I get to do 2, because I have totally 2 different programs. Okay, I'd like to introduce you this evening to Zayden. Zayden came to us from across the state. This is his first year at South Kitsap High School, and wow, did he make an entrance. He came into our yearbook program and just jumped in feet first. He had taken yearbook for several other years at his other high school, and he has proven such an asset. He's been the kind of the glue that's held our editorial team together at times when things have gotten really tight under deadlines. He's always there, always making sure that everybody is understood and listening to each other and helping out wherever he can. And so I am really going to miss you, Zayden, as part of our team.
Hi, I'm a senior. I'm graduating in June, and after school I'm going to go to college, and I want to study computer science, and I want to research AI in the medical field and what it can do for the good, rather than, write essays for you.
Thank you very much. All right, up next, Mr. Josh Disney with our ceramic arts program.
So I've had the pleasure of being able to see Kayla start her journey through the past couple years. When she first started, she had this slight pullback in reserve, and then throughout this course, it's been one of those things that you get to take pride in as a teacher, to see someone do that transition from being kind of laid back to engaged and stepping forward. And as a TA, I was kind of poring over, okay, who am I going to pick? And the day that I decided she had to be my student of the year, I was getting ready. A kid asked for help on the pottery wheel, and I was on my way over to help, and she stops me, and she goes, I've got this. There's some other people over there that need some help. So I was like, awesome. And she did such an amazing job, and has continued to. And excited for your future.
Thank you. My name is Kayla. I am a 12th grader, and I will be going to Central Washington for an art major.
All right, up next we have Miss Stephanie Winslow with our AP Environmental Science program.
Thanks. I'm going to try to keep it short, but it's an AP Environmental Science. It's more like a marathon, not a sprint. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, it's with excitement that I get to introduce to you tonight Zachary Sisler as our AP Environmental Science Student of the Year. Zach is a performer, so the stage for him tonight isn't anything new. Typically, you'd see him performing as a dancer, an activity he has a lot of passion about and has been involved with for over 11 years. But tonight, Zach is here because of another performance, and that is his performance in AP Environmental Science. Zach has thoroughly enjoyed his CTE classes, like the culinary we all enjoyed this evening. Well done. Zach continued his CTE journey this year by taking the challenging class, AP Environmental Science, we call it APES, along with other rigorous classes like AP Pre-Calc. Zach has a lot of commitments outside of school. I know all of you guys who are probably here tonight as Students of the Year also do, and shares the familiar struggle that you guys all have, and that is the challenge of limited time. At the beginning of the year, he would share his progress about developing a study system that worked for him, also sharing his frustrations when he came up short of his personal expectations. These conversations would be highlighted with enthusiastic explanations of his dance commitments, that he was always trying to manage to fit in. Sooner than most, though, Zach found his balance. Zach is the student that completes the work on time, so Zach is also one of the students that knows most about the content at any given time. At first, there could be a little slight exasperation by some of the students as Zach would share his understanding. Zach just wouldn't have input. He would ask critical questions and make the abstract connections between Earth systems, the broad leap that as a teacher you hope students make. In a short amount of time, the other students came to realize that when Zach talks, everybody should listen. They learned that it is worth the wait for him to process, put his ideas together, and share his construction of a concept. Sometimes you hit the classroom lottery, and you have a student like Zach, a student that not only rises up to the challenge, but brings the rest of the class with him. So I'm proud of you, Zach. Thank you. Good job.
Yeah, so I'm only in 10th grade, which is shocking since I've only got 2 years left, and I'm gonna continue going. So I'm gonna for my next 2 years, I'm going to Running Start to get some more college credit and take classes like the Marine Science program, and then once I graduate, I'm thinking of either dancing at a professional dance company or studying environmental science in college. So can't wait to see where this road heads for me.
Nice job. All right. Last but definitely not least, we have Mr. Dutry here with our accounting student.
All right, good evening. All right, when I was using ChatGPT to do my lesson plans yesterday, and also I also graded some tests. I asked ChatGTP, what personality traits make a good accountant? Guess what came up? Detail-oriented, clear and clean handwriting. Your numbers are perfect. Makes little to no mistakes. You can color between the lines. Very organized, and has excellent time management skills. So obviously, you fill all those boxes. I always used Abigail's test as my key, so I'd grade hers first, because I could read it, and it was very, very clean, and it made me feel good, like I was doing a good job. So I appreciate that very much, and you totally deserve the Account of the Year.
Well, I'm Abby. I'm a junior, so I still have a year left. But after high school, I'm planning on going to Wazoo, and I want to major in accounting and be an accountant.
Peer pressure for Mr. Dutry to go to WSU. So, all right. Okay, so again, I want to really express my gratitude for everyone taking the time out tonight to celebrate our students. One of the things that I love about this night, and often get told afterwards, is just the wide breadth of programs, but as well as the students in which get the opportunity to find their place, to explore their futures, and what they represent is truly what the outcomes are of the program. And again, all of the teachers' hard work that they put in is a lot. So I definitely appreciate you. I would like, as we end out here tonight, that everyone, the students comes up and we take a group photo for our Student of the Year up here. So if you can do that for us before you head out tonight. And then thank you again to the advisory members that are going to stick with us afterwards. What you'll be doing tonight is going out into the commons there, finding your teacher. If you know the classroom in which you're going to, you'll be doing that, and they will be doing our advisory committee meeting this evening. What advisory committees are those business industry professionals who work all day long, all the time, and then they come here and they give us guidance on what our students need to be learning, what's current in the trade. They help support the teachers. They're our guest speakers, the places we go on field trips, really put in a lot of time and effort into guiding our programs. And for those students are here and parents, you could be one too, all right? So we're always looking for people to help support, and it means a lot, and it's a great way to give back. So again, thank you for coming out this evening, and really appreciate it, and thank you everyone for the hard work, all right?